Okay, hello guys, and welcome to EllAstrology. So it has been a real minute since I have streamed, so I thought let me give you guys a reading for the month of August. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reading the Doreen Virtue Fairy Oracle cards. I'm going to be doing 2 cards per sign. And then also just want to let you guys know I'm not going to be doing the signs from Aries to Pisces. I am going to be doing it in random order. Yeah, and then cool, let's get started. Firstly, before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that from the 22nd of July we will be entering Leo season. So that is basically when the sun shifts into the sign of Leo. So what that basically means is it's just a time where we will be feeling a little bit more confident. We'll be feeling a little bit more proud of ourselves and like what we have accomplished, what we've actually like done, who we are, that kind of thing. So Leo season is basically just a time where we just feel generally better about ourselves. It's also a time where we don't really allow ourselves to be treated, you know, the ways we don't want to be treated. Like if there is maybe, you know, like people in your life that treat you unfairly, or there's just things that are unfair in your life, this is a time where kind of like stand your ground and you say, hey, look, I don't want to be treated this way. This is who I am. This is what I'm worth. And this is how you should interact with me. Okay, so let's get started with the cards. So like I said, I am going to be choosing the cards randomly. So I've got a little bag with every sign in it. So I'm shaking it up. And then let's see which one we're getting started with. Cool. We are getting started with Leo. I'm going to put a little Leo label here so that you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Cool. 2 cards for Leo. Okay, so what fairy cards are basically like little messages that are put onto each card. So each card has like its own symbolism. Each card has its own like message that it gives to you. And what it basically represents is, so like you get angel cards and you get fairy cards. Now, for example, angel cards are messages from the angels. So in the spiritual world, in the esoteric world, we believe that obviously we're all connected to like angels and that kind of thing. And then through the cards, you're actually able to get messages from your angels or messages from your fairies or that kind of thing. I don't particularly believe in fairies, but I do find fairy cards to be a incredibly amazing technique to just get a really nice message, you know, from the universe, and just to basically hear what it is that you need to hear at that given moment and time. Okay, so firstly, we are gonna get started here with Leo. Okay, so the cards that I'm getting for Leo is, the first one is feeling safe. That is what the card looks like. And then the second one is peace of mind. So obviously Leo's, we're going into Leo season, so it's Leo season meaning that the sun is moving into Leo's first house. So that is basically the house of like self-appearance. It's the house of self-image. It's the house of self-expression. It's basically the house of what you show and what other people actually see. So with Leos particularly, they are going to be incredibly hyper self-aware right now because the sun is in their first house. But from what I'm getting from the cards is that feeling safe might be a bit of an issue right now for you Leos, because there might just be, you know, a little bit of insecurity in your life. There might be, you know, things that are kind of going wrong and you're not exactly sure what to do. You're not exactly sure which route to take. It could also be that things are going wrong and you're possibly losing your sense of safety in where you're at now and just basically in this world. So feeling safe and working on your sense of safety is going to be something you're going to have to work on this month. Don't put yourself into situations where you are going to feel unsafe. Don't put yourself into situations where you're going to feel uncomfortable, where you're going to feel like, you know, you shouldn't be there, your safety is maybe threatened, that kind of thing. So working on your safety is very, very important. And also just kind of getting a environment and just a state of being for yourself where you feel safe and secure within yourself and who you are this month. Okay, then the next card is peace of mind. So this basically means that you Leos might have been struggling to obviously reach a state of having a peace of mind right now. So there's obviously things that could be bothering you. There's things that could be on your mind. And it's just difficult to settle yourself down. It's difficult to feel safe. And it's just difficult to feel secure right now with all these thoughts going on. So a lesson for this upcoming Leo season for you Leos would obviously be to just harness your peace of mind. Do things that's going to give you peace of mind. Like do things like meditation. Do activities that make you feel peaceful, that make you feel happy. Make more time for yourself. Make more time to do the things that make you feel like you're happy and at peace. So from what I can see is that these two cards kind of match quite nicely with each other. So obviously feeling safe and reaching a state of having peace within your mind is something that you guys are trying to get right now. And that's basically just going to be like your main lesson for this month. I just want to read to you guys also what the actual Fairy Oracle book says about these cards, because they have really, really nice messages. Okay, so this is the message for feeling safe. Have you felt frightened or insecure lately? If so, this card is a signal that heaven is aware of your feelings and has come to your aid. You are surrounded by heavenly beings who love and protect you on an ongoing basis. The fairies remind you that your thoughts of danger are triggering your feelings of vulnerability. In your mind, you have given power to some outside entity. You believe that this idol that you have created has the power to hurt you, yet the only power it has is that which you have attributed to it. The fairies urge you to awaken from this mistaken concept. See that you have the power to create a happy, secure dream and make the decision to feel safe. Okay, so the next one is peace of mind. Okay, so this is the peace of mind card, and it says, peace of mind isn't something you have to earn or acquire, since your true self is already peaceful. Instead, it requires being like a sculptor with a block of marble who works with this material until the inner masterpiece is revealed. If you'll make peace of mind your main focus, you'll inevitably feel a great sense of relief. Steps that create peace of mind include being honest with yourself and living in accordance to your inner guidance, being helpful and kind to others, practicing meditation or yoga, eating healthy foods, avoiding toxins, maintaining healthy sleep habits, avoiding negative people and media, and surrendering your problems to God, communing with nature, simplifying your life, and saying no when you need to say no. Okay, great. So that is the reading for Leo. Let us move on to the next one. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the bag up. Okay, so next up we have Virgo. So let me just quickly set up Virgo over here. There it is. Okay, so let's see what is in store for you Virgos. I'm actually a Virgo as well, so this message is for me as well. Okay. Oh, wow, interesting. Okay, so the first card for Virgo is visualization. That is what the card looks like. And then the second card for Virgo is new location. That is also what the card looks like. Okay, so firstly, I'm just going to give you guys my message for each card. So firstly, visualization. I don't know if you guys know about visualization, if you guys know about the whole concept of, mind over matter, if you guys have ever heard of the concept of creative visualization. But basically, what visualization is about is imagining something, creating something in your mind, thinking about it, and feeding energy into that thing. Obviously, making sure that it's a positive thing. If you're going to feed your mental energy into a negative thought, then obviously you're going to feed energy into a negative thing, and it's going to manifest negatively in your life. If you're going to feed your thoughts into something that's positive, obviously positive thoughts, if you're going to be thinking good things, you're obviously going to focus on creating good things around you, and you visualize these good things around you, you'll actually end up manifesting these good things into your life, because that is how visualization basically works. So it's basically the concept of, like I said, mind over matter. There's also another word for it. What was it again? The law of attraction. That's what it's called. So visualization also works via the law of attraction, where you attract what it is you put your energy to and what it is you actually focus on. So that basically means for you Virgos, you need to shift your thoughts into a direction where you're thinking about the things that you actually want to manifest into your life. So are you currently thinking thoughts? Are you currently visualizing scenarios and situations where, these are things you possibly don't want to manifest into your life, or these are things you do want to manifest into your life? Like, give it some thoughts and just think about that. And this month, focus on mainly visualizing the things that you actually want in your life, if that makes sense. Okay. To Virgo, Leo is known as the 12th house of the subconscious. So in astrology, you obviously get the 12 houses. The 12th house in astrology represents things like endings, it represents things like dreams, it represents things like the hidden mind, the subconscious mind, and the part of your mind that you can't really access, or the part of your mind that you aren't very aware of. Now, when it is Leo season, Virgos become a lot more introspective. They become a lot more self-analytical because the sun is moving through their 12th house, which kind of causes them in a way to intertwine their conscious mind with their subconscious mind. So for you Virgos, during Leo season, you'll notice that a lot of thoughts, a lot of memories and emotions that you kind of just have been suppressing throughout the year, you kind of have just not wanted to deal with, or whatever the case may be, these things will come to the surface and you'll have to deal with these things. When it is Leo season, a lot of you Virgos, you guys will just have to deal with stuff you just don't want to deal with. And like I said, a lot of these things can come from your subconscious mind because it's things you've just kind of been avoiding. You've been putting it aside for another day. Okay, so then the next card is New Location, which I find to be very, very interesting. So this card basically means that you need to put yourself in a new location, you need to put yourself in a different place, you need a change of scenery, you possibly need to expose yourself to something different. You might have possibly been kind of, how do I say, stuck in a rut, or possibly just, been experiencing the same thing every single day, and it's maybe time to just remove yourself from where you're at now, take yourself to a new place so that you can have a fresh perspective and so that you can see things through new eyes. It's also very important to just take yourself to different places and to just see different places and different things, because through that, your awareness grows, and when your awareness grows, you basically grow. So that's basically what it means. Also, what this can indicate is that you're going to be moving, but obviously not every single Virgo out there is going to be moving house. So that's why I say it can also indicate, like, the other meaning of this is that you need to just kind of go out, go to a place you haven't been before, and just experience a new location, put yourself there and be there, if that makes sense. Or it can also just mean that you might possibly be moving homes. Okay, so I'm gonna read to you guys what the Oracle book says about these cards as well. This is visualization. The fairies know the power of conscious visualization is a tool of manifestation. By drawing this card, you are guided to sit quietly on a daily basis and to visualize yourself living a happy, healthy, abundant, and meaningful life. Visualize only what you desire and avoid picturing that which you do not desire. You have powerful visual skills, even if you're unaware of them. Affirm daily, I am a highly visual person. Any blocks that you have about clairvoyance will begin to lift. Know that it is safe for you to see the future, the spirit world, and the truth about your life. By releasing any fears about seeing, your visualization powers will be greatly magnified. Okay, then the next one is the new location one. The fairies are very much in touch with okay, sorry, let me start over there. The fairies are very much in touch with geographical changes. Wow, what a word. They sense that your energy is drawing you to a new location. Perhaps you've been thinking about moving to a new home, and this card signifies that it is time to consider that change. Write a list of features you desire in your new home and ask the fairies to help you find and acquire your new residence. This card could also mean that your place of employment is changing. You could be on the cusp of finding a new job, or your current employer may transfer you to a new location or promote you to a different office. Regardless of the type of new location, trust that it is a change for the better that will bring great improvements into your life. Yeah. So the fairies basically also say that it can indicate a change of job. And like I said, if you possibly have been considering moving, if that has been something that has been on your mind, then now is the time to maybe pursue that, to actually move forward with that. But like I said, not every single Virgo out there might be moving house or jobs now. So the other meaning of this is also to just basically put yourself out there and just experience new places. Okay, so next up, where is my... Okay, so let's see what sign is next. Capricorn, cool. Let's do Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn is, okay, so Leo season to Capricorn is the 8th house. So for Capricorns, the sun moves into the 8th house of your chart. Now the 8th house is the house of Scorpio. The 8th house is the house of very, very deep introspection. But it's basically not like the 12th house, which I mentioned earlier, which also signifies, you know, going inside yourself, analyzing yourself, getting to know yourself on a deeper level. With the 12th house, it's more of a subconscious thing. So with the 12th house, you don't really know what it is you need to deal with. Whereas with the 8th house, it's a very, very conscious thing. So for Capricorns, with the sun moving through the 8th house, this is a time where you guys will work on the side of yourself that you kind of know you need to work on. You will work on the side that you know, like, hey, look, like I've been having issues with this about myself. You know, maybe I'm not considering other people, maybe I'm being selfish, or maybe I'm just being completely unfair or unjust in the way I'm seeing things, whatever the case may be. You Capricorns are basically just going to look at yourselves, analyze yourselves, and figure out if you are the person you want to be right now. If you're not, you will likely make changes to yourself so that you can become the person that you want to be. So Leo season is just a very transformational time for you where, like I said, you let go of the side of yourself that you want to let go of, the side of yourself you don't want to be anymore, and you learn new habits and you basically just evolve yourself into the person you want to be. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say for you Capricorns. Okay, so the first card is Stand Your Ground, and then the second card is Raising Your Standards. So from what I can tell here is that you Capricorns have possibly lately been having an issue with putting your foot down, saying like, hey, this is who I am, this is what my expectations are, these are my boundaries, this is what I want, take it or leave it. The Stand Your Ground card is basically a card where, you know, you need to put your foot down and you need to say, I'm done accepting things that I don't want to accept in my life. Then raising your standards is obviously raising your standards. You need to increase your standards. You need to look at whether, you know, the people you're interacting with or whether the actual things you're doing are in alignment with who you are. Okay, so let me give you guys a reading on each card. So the Stand Your Ground card, like I said, it basically means that there is something in your life right now that you are not happy with. There's something that you are in disagreement with, and there's something that is not in alignment with who you are, and you are basically not in connection with your true self because you're ignoring the side of yourself that, you know, wants what it wants and knows what it wants. So the Stand Your Ground card basically just means this. It means that you should no longer allow people to treat you unfairly. You should no longer allow people to treat you in a way that you do not want to be treated, and say something, like speak up when you disagree with someone, when you disagree with a situation, or you just don't want to do something. Speak up, say something, don't give into it. Don't, you know, be agreeable because you want to make other people happy and that kind of thing. Think about yourself, what it is you need, what it is you want, and listen to yourself and do it. Okay, then the Raising Your Standards card. So what this card basically means is that you have been allowing people into your life that are possibly not people you would usually allow into your life. You have been letting people in that you shouldn't be letting in. You've possibly been engaging and involving yourself with activities that you shouldn't be, because the specific activities and things you've been engaging with are on a much lower vibration as to what you actually are. So this card basically means that you need to take a very good look around you. You need to take a very good look at the people around you and just the things that you're doing. And you just need to assess whether it is in alignment with your standards, whether it's in alignment with who you are, what you believe in. And if it's not, then you need to make changes to ensure that people you interact with and the actual activities you involve yourself with is in alignment with who you are, what you want, and who you actually want to be. Okay, so I'm also just going to read you guys the actual oracle interpretation. Okay. When you're really honest with yourself, you know what your desires are, yet other people may be pressuring you to betray your true feelings. This card signifies that your original decision is valid and that you mustn't let outside influences sway you. While it's always wise to listen to the counsel of others, don't allow your own needs to be compromised. Don't be afraid to tell others how you feel. You'll probably find that when you speak your truth, new solutions become apparent that allow for win-win situations. As soon as others are aware of your true desires, they will help you find a way to manifest them without compromising their own needs. Everyone will feel much happier as a result. Even more important, your self-confidence will increase as you take care of yourself, and others will respect you for standing your ground. Deep down, you know what type of life you're meant to live. By drawing this card, you're being reminded that you deserve and can manifest any situation you wish. The fairies ask you to stop making negative affirmations based on scarcity thinking, such as, I can't do this, or I could never accomplish that. Instead, they ask you to raise your standards to the level that all children of God deserve. Write down a list of your heart's true desires and review this list daily with the feeling of faith and gratitude. Emotions that convert your wishes into reality. Then, make a spiritual commitment to expect the best for yourself. This commitment is your sales order that creates miracles in your life. As your dreams start to come true, be sure to graciously accept good into your life. Know that you deserve life's richest rewards, like we all do. Okay, Capricorn. So that is you guys. So next up we have, oh my goodness, my neighbor's dog is barking so much. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm really sorry if you do. Okay, so next up we have Aries. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please give it a thumbs up so that I know to do more streams like this. Okay, so Aries. So to Aries, Leo is the 5th house. Now, what the 5th house represents is self-expression, represents creative expression as well as romantic expression. So generally, during Leo season is when you Arians are a little bit more romantic, you're a little bit more creative, and you're just a little bit more open and out there to show like your loving, caring, romantic side, and to also just show people what your actual creations are. So if any of you Arians are single, this is a good time to possibly go on a whole bunch of dates because the stars will just be on your side. If you have some kind of creative project or you have some kind of thing that you've been working on but you've maybe been a little bit scared to show people, and you've been scared to express and display your creation to the world, Leo season is a very good time to let go of your shyness and to show the world what you're made of and what you've created. So like I said, Leo season is just a time of romance, and it's also basically a time of creativity for you Aries natives. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. So like I just said, the 5th house of creative expression, and I got the creative expression card, which is quite freaky. Anyway, so what's Aries? The cards for Aries are letting go and creative expression. So letting go. What letting go basically means is there's obviously something in your life that has been in your life too long. There's something in your life that you should have let go a long time you should have let go of a long time ago, but you haven't, and you've basically kept it in your life, and you've let this person, this situation, this thing, or whatever it is that you need to let go of, you've let it stay in your life, and you've basically let it boil up and keep bugging you, keep annoying you, keep weighing you down. The specific thing is also probably causing a lot of negative thoughts in you, possibly a lot of negative emotions and that kind of thing. And it basically means that you need to let go of this. There's something in your life you really need to let go of. There's something in your life that is eating at you, that's draining you, and it's actually time now to free yourself of this. This card can also indicate that you are a little bit highly strung, that you might have been very, very focused on, just doing a good job or following the rules or just doing things a specific way, that you just haven't let loose and you just haven't been yourself and that kind of thing. So it basically also indicates that you just need to kind of stop worrying about, so many things. Try and live in the moment and just try and enjoy the moment and where you're at now. Okay, then the creative expression card. So like I said, creative expression is very important, and this is a good time for you to express yourself creatively, show the world what you're made of, show the world what you've made. When you get the creative expression card, and also because the sun is in your 5th house right now, it basically means that other people and the world will receive your creations a lot more positively, a lot more better this Leo season. So that basically means that if you, show something to the world, maybe through something like social media, or I don't know, however you show your things to the world, you will get a much better reaction and a much more positive reaction out of people than what you usually do. So this is the ideal time to go ahead and be creative and express yourself as creatively as you can. Okay, so I'm gonna read to you guys the Fairy Oracle interpretations as well. Problems are caused by human thinking and action. That's why problems aren't solved by additional human thinking and action. When we think hard or struggle to resolve a crisis, things actually get worse. By drawing this card, you're being asked to stop the human struggle. Stop thinking about the problem. Since a focus on negativity can manifest even more negativity, say aloud or silently, I am willing to surrender the situation to my Creator now. By affirming this statement, Heaven is able to intervene on your behalf. You will instantly feel relief and will be gratified to see how easily and naturally the situation resolves itself. So yeah, in essence, don't stress so much. Just basically let it go, let things play out the way it needs to play out. The fairies sing, dance, and make beautiful decorations as a way of expressing their heart's joyful energy. You too are urged to create an outlet for creative expression. Anything artistic or creative will make your heart sing with joy and will allow you to get in touch with your true inner feelings, as well as your divine guidance. Painting, flower arranging, photography, sand or snow sculpting, writing, or composing songs are wonderful examples. Your creative expression doesn't need to be skillful or perfect. In fact, the most therapeutic types of creative activities allow you to paint outside the lines. In other words, don't worry whether your creative project is perfect or marketable. Let go of all goals and judgments and instead create with childlike exuberance. Enjoy. Awesome. So that is Aries for you guys. Okay, so let's see who is up next. Sagittarius. Cool. Oh, wow. Okay. So the first card for you, Sagittarius, is Dreams Coming True. And then the second card for you is the card of Vacation. So Sagittarius. Okay, so Leo season represents your 9th house. So what Leo season is to you is a time where you learn more than what you usually do. You study more than what you usually do. You possibly travel and you go on a vacation, or you possibly go to new locations or something along those lines. And it's basically a time where you expand your consciousness, you expand your mind, and you expand your awareness of the life around you. So like I said, by doing things such as traveling, by doing things such as, you know, interacting with new cultures, or possibly researching a specific topic, reading a book, whatever the case may be, that is how you expand your perception of life. That is how you actually expand your consciousness, and just you actually just grow the way you see life. Now, that is what Leo season means to you, Sagittarians. So it's basically a time where you just expand your consciousness. You just learn as much as you can, and you take in as much knowledge as you can, because it's a time where you're actually able to remember things a lot easier. Like, you can retain information much easier now, and you're also able to understand your more complicated, complex, you know, topics at this point. Okay, so the first card is Dreams Coming True. So what this basically means is that you Sagittarians have probably been working on something. You've probably, you know, been wishing for something in your life, and during Leo season, you can expect these things to happen. You can expect your dreams to come true. The things that you've been wishing for, the things that you've been wanting, might start manifesting around you, which is a really good thing. So focus on your dreams. Don't give up on them. And you might just be surprised to see what happens. You'll be very surprised to see how things play out this month, and how you're actually able to manifest your dreams into reality, into your life. The next card is Vacation. Now, I find this card to be quite interesting because to Sagittarius, Leo represents the 8th house of travel. It also represents like the 8th house of foreign lands, foreign territories, foreign countries, and that kind of thing. So in essence, to Sagittarians, Leo season does mean traveling. Leo season does mean, you know, like I mentioned earlier, broadening your perception with new experiences, with new things. Now, it's very, very likely that a lot of you Sagittarians can do some traveling. You possibly might go on a vacation, or this card could also possibly mean that you need a vacation right now. So it could mean that you've possibly been working too hard, you've been doing too much, you've been giving too much of your energy, and it's maybe time to just take some of your energy back, spend some time on yourself, and just enjoy life for a bit. Like, remove yourself from, you know, the demands and the responsibilities that life has over you, and just, like I said, just escape, let go, and be in your own space for a bit. Okay. So this is what the Fairy Oracle says for this card. Good news! The life you've been dreaming of is becoming a reality for you. Your affirmations, prayers, visualizations, and other positive practices have brought your dreams to fruition. Now the fairies ask you to keep the faith. At this moment, you may be seeing glimmers of your dreams coming true. These dreams are transitioning from thought form to etheric form, and then they're solidifying into material form. To make this transition successful and complete, your continued faith and prayers are needed. Ask God and the fairies to help you release any of your fears that could cause you to sabotage your success. Know that you deserve this new abundance, and it will bring you much joy. And it will bring much joy to you and to those in your life. The fairies take regular vacations, traveling to distant fairy glens. They know and respect the value of a change of scenery. By drawing this card, you are strongly counseled to do the same for yourself. A vacation doesn't need to take a lot of time or money. Instead, it means getting away from the mundane concerns and demands. Even one night at a local hotel, leaving your cell phone at home can be therapeutic. Think of a vacation as an investment in yourself and in the future. All living beings need to rest in order to operate at maximum efficiency. After your vacation, your mood and energy levels will be renewed. You'll have better access to creative ideas, and your positive demeanor will attract wonderful new people and opportunities into your life. Don't procrastinate when it comes to taking a vacation. Make definite plans today. Okay. So that is Sagittarius for you guys. Okay, so next up we have Cancer. Okay, before I get started, I'm just gonna have a quick squiz at the comments. Okay, cool. So we have Hajar. Thanks for joining us today. We have Flight Harbinger, which is Eden. Thanks for joining us today, Eden. We've got Khalil. Hello, Khalil. We've got Dash. Hello, Dash. Thanks for joining us. And we've got Potato King. Hey, Potato King. Thanks for joining us today. Okay, cool. So, Cancer's cards. Let's see what is in store for you guys. So the first card for Cancer is the Follow Your Dreams card. And then the second card for Cancer is the Laughter card. So what? Oh wait, before I get started with that. So to Cancers, Leo season is your second house of money, your second house of value, material possessions, finances, and the actual physical world. So what that basically means is that most of you Cancers will be focusing on your money. You'll be focusing on your budget, your finances, and as well as your actual direct physical environment around you. So Leo season is a time where you possibly want to make your home environment or your physical environment as nice, as pleasant, and as enjoyable as what you possibly can for yourself. It's also a time where you will try and make as much money as what you can possibly can. So your focus will be on accumulating riches in a way, so your focus will be on accumulating riches either through money or through physical objects. So you'll be focused on possibly getting a car or getting yourself some expensive item that you really, really want, and you'll work really, really hard to get this. Also, like I said, it's a time where you just focus on your budget and you're assessing how you're actually able to spend money in your life. So to Cancers, Leo season is basically a time where you think a lot about money. Okay, so the first card is the Follow Your Dreams card. So that basically means that you Cancers have had something on your mind. There's a dream that you have, there's a passion and a desire that you have. However, you don't follow it. You kind of keep it on the back, you don't deal with it, or you're just maybe too hesitant to follow this dream or to put the actions into motion that's required for you to actually follow this dream. Now, this card is basically telling you that you shouldn't be scared. You shouldn't be worried. The path will be cleared for you to be able to actually manifest your dreams into reality. By worrying and by creating negative thoughts, you actually take yourself further and further away from your dreams. You take yourself further and further away from the reality that it actually is that you want to create for yourself. So this card is basically just saying, don't be scared and just go for it. Do it. Follow your dreams and you will be surprised to see what you're actually capable of, and you'll also be surprised to see what actually manifests in your life when you actually go after what it is that you really, really desire. The next card for Cancer is the Laughter card. That basically means that you just need to stop being so serious. You need to laugh a bit more. You need to have a little bit more fun. Look at the more lighter side of life. Don't see things through such serious eyes. Also, don't see things through such a continuously subjective point of view where you're consistently applying your thoughts and your emotions onto everything it is that you're dealing with. Just let loose, live in the moment, and laugh a bit. It could be that you've been incredibly serious lately and you just haven't been laughing and you just haven't been allowing yourself to, feel good and feel happy. So this basically means that Leo season is a time where you just need to feel good. Allow yourself to laugh and just have fun within the moments. Okay, so let me read to you guys what the oracle says. Sometimes it's difficult to know what you truly desire. You have so many outside influences as well as personal fears tugging at you, demanding, "Pay attention to me." You wait for a free moment that you could devote to your dreams, goals, and aspirations, yet that moment never seems to arrive. The fairies ask you to take charge of your schedule. First, they ask you to meditate on your heart's desire. Make a list of 5 priorities in your life. Then, write down a schedule in ink so that you'll spend the necessary time engaged in these activities. It's not important what you specifically do during these times. What's most important is that you invest time and energy into that which makes you happy and fulfilled. You are much too serious about life, according to the fairies. They aren't asking you to neglect your responsibilities, let go of the sacred reverence for life, or defend your emotions with jokes. Instead, you're asked to see the humor that runs through the thread of life. Like a brilliant comedy, our lives become more enjoyable when we can see them through the eyes of humorists. Laughter helps us to stand back and see ourselves and our situation more objectively. When we laugh, we relax, and when we relax, creative solutions and renewed energy course through us more easily. So take your time today to laugh. For instance, go see that new funny movie or play, buy a book by your favorite comedy writer, or exchange silly jokes with a friend. Cool. So that is Cancer. Okay, so I'm just quickly going to take a quick loo break. I will be back in 1 minute. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Let's see who's up next. Libra. So to Libras, Leo season basically represents the 11th house of friendship as well as community. So to you Libras, Libra season is basically a time where you guys focus a lot on your friends, focus a lot on friendships, and you focus a lot on putting yourself out there so that you can meet new people and so that you can basically just expand yourself through new interactions with people. So Leo season to you Libras is a time where you are a lot more social than what you usually are. You're more willing to be outgoing. You're more willing to, do new things with new people that you possibly don't know. You're more willing to step out of your comfort zone to engage with new people. And you're also more willing to join things like groups and new communities. So this could also be a time where you possibly join like some kind of new, like club or interest group or whatever the case may be. Okay, so the cards for Libra. Ooh, okay. So the cards are Sexuality and Moving Forward Fearlessly. That's the Sexuality card. And that's the Moving Forward Fearlessly card. Okay. So firstly, what the Sexuality card indicates to you Libras is that this is a time where you need to focus on your sexuality a bit. Do you possibly have unhealthy sexual habits that you might need to change? Do you see, do you approach your sexuality in a healthy way, or do you approach your sexuality in an unhealthy way? This is a time where you need to think about who you also connect with through your sexuality and whether, this person or these people or whatever the case may be are right for you. Because you need to bear in mind that when you sexually engage with a person, you in essence intertwine your auric field and your energy with that person and who they are. So if that person has an incredibly negative aura, if that person has negative thoughts, and that person's done a lot of bad negative things in their life, you will basically adopt all these negative qualities, all this negative energy and negative traits from this person onto you. So that's why people who sleep around a lot, people who, they'll have sexual relations with people they don't really know that well, people that they've just met or whatever the case may be. That's why those people have so many emotional issues in their life, and they just have so many mental issues with themselves, because they have basically in essence intertwined their auric field with all these people that they don't even know, and they've basically adopted all these negative energies, and to work through all that is very, very challenging. It's very tricky. So what this card is basically telling you is to develop a healthy sexual nature this Leo season, and to look into your sexuality and to just make sure it is in alignment with your pure intention and your pure purpose. The next card is Moving Forward Fearlessly. So that basically means that there is something that you possibly want to do. There might be a new change in your life that you want to make. There might be, a new step you want to take. Maybe you want to start a new job, maybe you want to start a business, maybe you just want to make a change to something in your life. However, you just don't do this because you're fearful, you're scared. So this card basically just tells you that whatever it is that you are thinking about doing, just do it without fear. This is a time where you'll see the fear that you usually feel regarding the situation or just regarding whatever it is that you want to go after. The fear won't be as strong as what it usually is in you. And this could be a time where you will really be allowed the opportunity to move forward and to actually do it and make it happen. Okay, so I'm just going to read what the oracles, the Fairy Oracle book also says about the cards to you guys. Sexuality. Sexuality is an important part of life, not just to our physical self, but also to our emotional and spiritual selves. The fairy realm understands that unique joy comes from sexual experiences. They know about the divine light that is created when you merge with a beloved partner. They understand the release that sexuality brings about. By drawing this card, you are being guided to heal any sexual issues that may have arisen from negative experiences. If you were ever sexually abused, this card may signal a call for help from your inner self. You may be directed to seek professional counseling or a support group to overcome negative sexual or body image issues, or to heal a sexually unsatisfying relationship. The fairies will guide you to the appropriate sources so that you can be truly free to experience the dynamics of your sexuality. So it also basically means that if you have experienced any kind of like sexual trauma or just kind of abuse previously in your life, or you're possibly going through that right now, now is also an ideal time to just seek help and seek guidance to work through that trauma. Moving forward fearlessly. Those gut feelings, dreams, and strong impulses you've been getting aren't just examples of wishful thinking. They represent the germination of new projects and situations that are vehicles for your divine life mission. Don't ignore these gifts from heaven, which come on the wings of repetitive, strong thoughts and feelings. The fairies ask you to honor your inner feelings by taking at least one step today in the direction of making your dreams and desires a reality. Fearlessly take one step to dismantle any part of your life that is out of integrity. Take another step toward realizing your heart's desire. Even a tiny step that is remotely related to improving your life will make you feel that you're soaring with the fairy realm. Keep taking one step a day, and soon your dreams will be a reality. Cool, so that is Libra for you guys. Okay, so what sign is going to be next? Gemini! Okay, so to Geminis, Leo season represents the third house of communication. So Leo season is, wait, am I right? Yeah, I'm right. So yeah, so Leo season is basically a time where you'll find yourself just communicating a lot more than what you usually do. You'll find yourself wanting to reach out, chat to your friends, chat to your acquaintances, possibly your family members, way more than what you usually do. And you're gonna feel this need to just constantly be social, to just constantly be telling the people around you what is on your mind, and to actually express what is on your mind to the people in your life. So in essence, Leo season is just a time, like I said, where you're talking a lot. Like you basically have like verbal diarrhea during this time. Okay. So the cards for Gemini is making new friends and look inside yourself. So the making new friends card basically means that Leo season is a time where you need to let go of your preconceived judgments and your subjective point of view that you have when it comes to interacting with people. And you just need to open yourself up to new people and open yourself up to new friendships. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, my neighbors. Shh, boyki. Come, boy. Come. Such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Hey, boy. Say hello, boy. Hello. What a good boy. Okay, go lay down, boy. Go lay down. Oh. No. Okay. So now that they're silent, sorry about that. So it's basically about releasing, like I said, your subjective point of view and your preconceived ideas that you have of people, releasing... Oh my goodness. I think there's someone outside my house. Just give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I don't know. Yeah, it's a Sunday here, afternoon. Street gets very busy. Anyway, okay, so where I Where was I? Making new friends for you Geminis. So basically, this is a time where, like I said, you must stop judging people for who they are and just open yourselves up to let new people into your life and to actually be friends with these people. A lot of the times we close ourselves off and we stop ourselves from interacting with specific people, having friendships with these people, because we judge specific parts of them. We judge specific elements of their life and who they are, and this stops us from actually engaging with them. So this card basically means that you need to open yourself up to people and just open yourself up to friendships with people. Okay, so this is actually one of my favorite cards to get in a fairy reading. It's the Look Inside Yourself card. And what this card basically means is that this is a time where you need to do some inner work. This is a time where you need to analyze your inner self. Maybe there's something that you have said, maybe there's something that you have done that's not in alignment with your purest, highest self. Maybe, you've been dishonest about something. Maybe, there's a side to yourself that you've kind of been avoiding, or whatever the case may be. This card basically means that you need to look inside yourself. You need to consider whether the actions you've taken, whether the things you've done are, like I said, in alignment with your pure, highest self. And if they're not, you need to make sure that the things that you do, the things that you say, are in alignment with your higher self. So this is a time where you look at yourself, you assess yourself, and you just see where you're at, and you also let go of the part of yourself that is not in alignment with your higher self, like I said. Okay, so I'm gonna read to you guys the oracle. Your changing interests and priorities have made a ripple effect throughout your entire life. As your thoughts and emotions center on more spiritually natured topics, you are now attracting like-minded people into your life. You may find that you aren't as drawn to your old friends or that you don't share as many common interests. The fairies ask you not to worry about these natural shifts in your life. You aren't rejecting or judging your old friends, you're just making room for growth and acknowledging the universal law of attraction. People who are like-minded are naturally drawn to one another. Know that you deserve wonderful friends who inspire, support, understand, and compliment you. Sometimes when you feel empty, your first reaction is to try and fill up the emptiness by acquiring something or someone. You fall into the trap of thinking, I'll be happy if or when I have a new lover, an advanced degree, a better wardrobe, or whatever it may be. Then, when you get to the new acquisition, you only feel satisfied for a little while. The fairies remind you that the only source of true fulfillment is by connecting with spirit within. You have a mental conversation with your creator and feel yourself filled with divine love. The same holds true if you're searching for answers from outside authorities. Now there's something wrong with seeking counsel from wise friends. Now there's nothing wrong with seeking counsel from wise friends, especially if their advice echoes what you know to be true. But perhaps you've been asking your friends, mentors, or psychics for solutions and feel confused by conflicting advice. So, if everyone is telling you different solutions, you'll need to meditate on what your inner guidance is telling you. So, what it also means is don't listen to everyone else. Don't listen to the opinions of everyone else, and listen to what your inner voice is telling you, because everybody else will have different opinions. Everybody will have a different viewpoint of something. But you need to listen to how you feel about whatever the given situation is. Okay, so that's Gemini. Okay, let's see who is next. Aquarius. Cool. Oh, I literally just like hand drew labels. Excuse my handwriting. Although I don't think it's that bad though. But I don't know. People have different opinions about things. Okay, Aquarius. So, to you Aquarians, Leo represents the 7th house of marriage, partnerships, and relationships. So that basically means that to you Aquarians, Leo season is a time where you will be focusing mainly on your relationship. If you're not in a relationship, you might be looking at yourself and you might be trying to get into a relationship. Maybe you'll be making changes to yourself and you'll actually be pursuing a relationship. It's also a time that if you are in a relationship, this is when you need to give most of your focus to your relationship and actually make sure that your relationship is a functional, happy, healthy one. So are there issues in your relationship that have been long-standing, issues that have been going on for way too long? Are there things in your relationship that you don't want to tell your partner, things that you're unhappy about, things you don't feel too great about, but you're avoiding dealing with these things because you know it's going to cause problems within your relationship? So Leo season is a time for you Aquarians to just focus on this. Focus on your love relationships, making your relationships, like I said, happy, pure, making it a way that both people are happy in the relationship, so making sure that both needs are met and that kind of thing. And if you're not in a relationship, you'll possibly be looking into getting into one and making changes to yourself to ensure that you can be a better partner. Shadow, come go. I'm so sorry, you guys. There's not really much I can do about these dogs. Just give me 1 second. Aquarius. So let's see what the cards have to say for you guys today. It's always so like weird to stream because like when I'm like filming videos and like my dogs bark or you know something goes wrong, you can actually edit it out, whereas when you're streaming, it's just chaos all the time, and it's like trying to manage all this chaos around you. It's like, oh my goodness, now the dogs are barking. Oh my goodness, now there's a person at the front door that you need to deal with. It's like, it's always tricky to have it smooth, if you guys know what I mean. Anyway, okay. So for Aquarius, the cards are body movements and miracle healing. So from what I can tell is that you Aquarians have been having issues with possibly your health or just possibly feeling a little bit stagnant and stuck within yourself. So what the body movement card represents is that you need to start moving a bit more. Maybe you have been sitting in front of the computer too much. Maybe you've been watching too much TV, or maybe you've been locked to the couch for too long. This basically signifies that there is stagnant energy within your body. There is stagnant energy within your auric field, and it is very important for you to move through this energy and release this stagnant energy. So what happens a lot is when we have negative emotions and we just have negative thoughts, these negative emotions and negative thoughts end up actually manifesting itself in your body through something like a physical ailment or some kind of, pain or a disease or whatever the case may be. So this basically means that there are emotions and there are just things in your life that have been causing you a lot of negative, pain in your body. It's been causing you to feel a little bit stuck in your body, a little bit uncomfortable in your body. Maybe you've been getting headaches and maybe you just haven't been feeling, like yourself. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit, run down and that kind of thing. So this card basically just means you need to reconnect with your body and you need to move more. Maybe do some yoga, do some Tai Chi, exercise a bit more and start releasing the stagnant energy that's within your body. And you'll notice once that stagnant energy is released, you'll think a lot better, you'll think a lot clearer, and your thoughts will become more positive. Okay, then the next card is the Miracle Healing card. So this card basically means that you need to put your faith into miracles. Now, I know as an Aquarius, usually Aquarians are very logical. Aquarians prefer to rely on logic and that kind of thing. And the thing is, to tell an Aquarius to, believe in miracles and to put their faith into miracles is a bit of a tricky thing to do, I think, because they don't really, usually, I don't know, not all Aquarians maybe, but usually Aquarians prefer to just, stick to the logical side of life. Now, what this card basically indicates is that you need to believe, you need to start believing more in miracles, and you need to believe that you can heal yourself to be the person that you want to be. It's not out of your reach. It's not something that is unattainable for you. Maybe, you want to be in tip-top shape. Maybe you want to be your healthiest you can possibly be. Or maybe there's like some kind of negative emotion that you have been holding on to, and it's very, very tricky for you to get to a point where you feel like you are, like I said, in tip-top shape or vibrating at your highest frequency. So this card basically indicates that you need to start putting faith into the universe. You need to start putting faith into miracles happening around you, and you'll start seeing that the issues that have been bothering you, maybe in relation to your physical body, will start improving. Or maybe the negative thoughts that you're having in your mind, the negative thoughts and emotions that have literally been plaguing you, they will go away, but you must just believe it. The thing is, if you're not going to believe, if you're going to think, this is not going to happen, it's impossible, then you're literally pushing it away from you. So this card just tells you to believe and things will happen. Just have faith. Okay, body movements. Your physical body has its own life force and intelligence, and it's part of the same elemental kingdom as the fairies. It's both childlike and demanding, as well as mature and insightful. This card indicates your body's wisdom and asks that you honor your body's needs for exercise and movement. Spend a moment asking your body what type of movement it desires. Does it want cardiovascular conditioning such as jogging, a peaceful walk in nature, stretching and meditative exercises such as a yoga class, dancing to music? Listen to and follow through with your body's answer. Miracle healing. Heaven is completely on your side and your prayers have been heard and answered. You needn't beg or petition heaven to help you, as your situation is already healed in truth. The healed reality is one of the several parallel realities currently available to you. You have the choice, through your thoughts, emotions, and intentions, to experience the highest possible reality for yourself. You access your healed situation through faith and gratitude to feel these powerful catalyzing emotions. Say mentally or aloud to God, I am tired of thinking about this situation. I do not want to deal with it any longer. Here, I'm giving the entire thing to you so that you can think about it and resolve it. Thank you so much for taking care of everything. Then, detach completely from the situation. See yourself placing it in the palm of God's loving hand. Feel grateful that your situation is now resolved and be open to the creative solution that greets you. Okay, so that is Aquarius. Okay, so next up we have Pisces. Okay, so to you Pisceans, Leo season represents your 6th house of work, health, and service to the world. So this basically means that during Leo season, most of you Pisceans will be working really, really hard, and you'll likely be finding yourself serving the people around you quite a bit. So the people in your life could be asking you to do so many favors, chores, and errands for them. It can also be a time where you become a bit more aware of your health. So you might notice, oh my goodness, I have a headache, or you might notice, oh my goodness, I'm feeling a bit bloated, and then you realize that the reason you're feeling this physical ailment is because you've kind of been neglecting your health for a bit. You haven't been paying attention to your health. Maybe you haven't been drinking enough water, not getting enough sleep, or possibly eating healthy foods, whatever the case may be. So to you Pisceans, Leo season is not always, how do I say, the most pleasant time, because 6th house matters aren't always pleasant. 6th house matters require you to deal with healing. It requires you to take something that, you know, is maybe a little bit broken and you need to fix it and you need to heal it. And it's also a time where, like I said, you have to serve other people. It's not a time where other people serve you and other people help you and you have all this support. This is actually a time where you have to support other people and you have to serve all the other people. So yeah, that's basically what Leo season is to you guys. Okay, so the cards for Pisces is kindness and beauty. So what kindness basically represents is that we all have two sides inside ourselves. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard the quote that says, I think it was an ancient, I might be wrong. It was a saying that goes, we all have two wolves inside ourselves. The one wolf is made out of anger, greed, fear, resentment, hate, doubt, and all those negative emotions. And then the other wolf is made out of joy, love, positivity, kindness, peace, care, and all those good emotions. Now, which wolf is the wolf that wins? The wolf that you end up feeding. So if you're going to be feeding into the side of yourself that's negative, the side of yourself that feels anger, negative emotions, all these depressive emotions, then you are going to be feeding into that. However, if you're feeding into the side of yourself that feels good things, then you will become that and you will manifest that. So what this card is telling you is to feed into the kind, gentle nature of yourself. Maybe you've become a little bit highly strung. Maybe you've become a little bit rigid. Maybe you've been closing yourself off to other people. Oh, ice cream truck. Anyway. Maybe you've been closing yourself off to people. Maybe you haven't been opening your heart to people. Maybe you just haven't been nice to people in general. And it basically just means that whenever you interact with a person and whenever you're dealing with a person, the main thing that needs to be on your mind is kindness. Think to yourself, am I being kind through what I'm saying? Am I being kind through what I'm doing? And am I just being a kind person right now? Okay, so then the next card is Beauty. Now, this card is a very interesting card because this card has two meanings. The first meaning is obviously the physical part of beauty. So it basically means that this is a time where you will focus a lot on beautifying yourself, purifying yourself. So if you have, just not been feeling your greatest, if you have just not been feeling super duper confident in yourself and that kind of thing, this means that you should go out there, maybe get yourself, some nice, some new clothes, maybe get your haircut, and just maybe make yourself feel and look good again. Maybe you have been disconnected with your sense of beauty within yourself, and this card signifies that you need to reconnect with the beauty that you are. Now, the other meaning of this card is in relation to inner beauty, and it actually goes hand in hand with the kindness card. So you need to also work on your inner beauty as well as your outer beauty. And the way that you work on your inner beauty is through being kind, through being compassionate, and through caring, and through actually harnessing and building genuine emotions inside yourself where you truly, truly care and you're truly compassionate towards other people. Once you start harnessing these emotions of kindness, care, love, and compassion within you, you'll notice that your inner beauty starts to shine through. Now, the thing is, it's very, very tricky to have outer beauty if you do not have inner beauty. The two basically go hand in hand with each other. So this is a time where you just need to work on your inner beauty as well as your outer beauty, if that makes sense. Oh, wait, sorry. I need to read the Oracle book for you guys. Okay, so what do the fairies have to say about these cards? We often refer to kindness as thoughtfulness, yet kindness is more correctly described as lovefulness. By drawing this card, the fairies hand you the wonderful assignment of looking for opportunities to be kind. This may mean undercover kindness in which you do anonymous good deeds, or it could mean being extra alert for strangers who could use a helpful hand or thoughtful word. Kindness can also entail letting someone else win the argument or volunteering for a cause you truly believe in. By paying attention to the implications of every thought and action, you begin to develop a kindness habit. Your new energy of kindness attracts new loving friends into your sphere. As you practice kindness towards animals, plants, and the environment, you develop a closer relationship with nature. Most important, when you are particularly kind toward yourself, by thinking about yourself compassionately and by taking time out for yourself, you are rewarded with a deep sense of inner satisfaction and peace. We're all attractive in our own unique way. Part of our self-esteem is appreciating how wonderful you truly are. Never ever put yourself down in any way. Always think self-loving thoughts about your body, your face, your hair, your weight, and every inch of your physical self. Tell yourself positive affirmations daily, such as, "My inner light radiates through every pore and cell of my body, and everyone is attracted to my inner and outer beauty." Invest time and money in services that make you feel wonderful, such as massages, facials, manicures, pedicures, soaking in the tub, or getting a new hairstyle. Spend time in meaningful ways that make you feel joyous, and you will glow with the attractiveness of a truly happy person. Okay, so that is Pisces. Okay, so next up, Taurus. Oh, I've got two left, Taurus and Scorpio. Obviously Scorpio will come after Taurus. I'm so sorry for making you Scorpions wait so long to hear your message. I really didn't do it intentionally. I've basically been choosing the signs randomly. And unfortunately, you Scorpios are last. Okay, Taurus. So to you Taurians, Leo season represents your 4th house of home, family, early childhood, and home life. So Leo season is basically a time where you focus mainly just on your direct home environment. So you're going to focus more on the people in your home environment and just making sure that the home environment you have is a happy, loving, functional one. Leo sees it's also a time where you'll possibly reconnect yourself with some of your childhood memories and just things from your childhood. So you might reach out to people that you knew from your childhood and reconnect with them again, or you might want to do activities or just do things that remind you of your childhood so that you can feel that sense of nostalgia. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say. Oh my goodness! Family harmony. That is mind-blowing. So yeah, to Taurus, Leo's the 4th house of home and family, and the cards are telling you that family harmony is essential to you right now, which is very, very coincidental. And then the next one is positive expectations. Okay, so like I said, this is a time where you are going to be thinking about just making your home place as harmonious, peaceful, and amazing as you possibly can. Making sure that your relationships with your family members are as amazing, harmonious, and peaceful as it possibly can be. And just ensuring that, you know, your place of safety, your place where you go to actually escape, is a harmonious one. So if there's anything you need to do to maybe, you know, change things to make it a bit better for you, to make your home environment a bit more comfortable and a bit more happier for you, now's the time to go ahead and do these things. Okay, then the next card is positive expectations. So this basically means that you must try and just remain as positive as you possibly can be this Leo season, and through remaining positive, you will obviously just manifest the positive things into your life. So maybe you Taurians have been dealing with something in your life. I don't know exactly what it might be. Every Taurus obviously has their own unique specific thing they're dealing with in their life. But whatever it is that you're dealing with, if it's maybe like a relationship, if it's a job, if it's just a specific, scenario, you must try and apply positive expectations onto this. So don't think negative thoughts about it. Don't think like, things are going to go bad, things aren't going to go well, things aren't going to go according to your favor. Because through thinking these things are going to not go well. This card basically means that you need to focus on things turning out well, and you will see that whatever has been on your mind and whatever has been bothering you will likely turn out well. Okay, so let's see what the guidebook says. Family harmony. Every person in your life is affected by your beliefs and expectations, including your family members. By drawing this card, you are counseled to hold positive and loving thoughts about anyone who seems to have irritated or hurt you. The more loving energy you send to each person, the more love will be redirected back to you. Have patience. You are beginning to feel a great healing occurring in your family relationships. The fairies ask you to think of 3 reasons why you are grateful for each member of your family. If one person seems to particularly frustrate you, think of 5 reasons why that person is worthy of love. Send blessings and prayers to that person, and your relationship will show immediate signs of improvement. You've planted the seeds of manifestation with your positive thoughts and emotions, yet you may be discouraged occasionally because you aren't seeing immediate results. You start to have pessimistic thoughts and wonder whether your faith is unjustified. Hold on to your faith though. Although your manifestation is taking longer than you'd hoped, it is coming to you. You certainly don't want to cancel or cloud your manifestation with miscreations that come from negative thoughts. At your earliest convenience, go outside in nature, even a backyard or small park will do. Mentally converse with your friends, the fairies. They are absolute experts at manifestation. Tell them about your doubts, fears, and disappointments, as well as your hopes and dreams. Ask the fairies to help you release any negativity you may have and feel them surround you with healing love and light. Okay, so that is Taurus. And now we are going to move on to the last sign, which is Scorpio. Okay, so to Scorpios, Leo season is the 10th house of career, public and social status, and public image. So that basically means that Leo season is a time where you're going to be thinking a lot about how the world sees you. You're going to be thinking about, do other people think I'm impressive or not? Do other people think I'm influential or not? Do other people think I'm cool or not? That's basically what you're going to be thinking. And you're going to be doing things to ensure that the way that people see you is in alignment with the way that you want people to see you. So, like I said, public image and social status is the focus here. So you will be thinking of giving a good impression in the eyes of people and the eyes of the masses. And it's also basically just the time where you focus a lot on work and your profession. You might want to grow your work and profession, or, sorry, not grow your work or profession. You might want to grow yourself in your work or profession, or just apply majority of your focus to it now. Okay, so let's see what the cards say. Breaking free and inner power. Okay, basically what the breaking free card indicates is that there is something in your life, I obviously don't know what it is, but wherever it is, there's something in your life that has literally been keeping you chained. It's been keeping you cuffed. It's been stopping you from just kind of being who you want to be and just doing what you want to do and just actually, becoming what you want to become. This card basically indicates that this is a time where you need to focus on breaking free from the restrictions and the limitations in your life that stop you from actually getting what you want and that actually stop you from becoming who you actually want to become. Now, these restrictions and limitations can either be emotional or mental obstacles and limitations that you create for yourself, where you are thinking negative thoughts and you're feeling negative emotions, and due to this you're constantly prisoner to these negative thoughts and these negative emotions that you're consistently feeling and thinking. Or it could signify a physical external thing that is physically stopping you from being free. So this could be a person, or it could be a situation, or whatever the case may be. But this card basically just indicates that whatever it is that has a hold over you, whether it is an emotion or a thought, or whether it is actually a physical, external thing or person, you need to break free from it. You need to let go of it. Okay. And then the other card is the inner power card. Now, you Scorpios probably know everything about inner power. No, I'm just joking. So what this basically means is that you have lost your sense of inner power. Maybe something has happened in your life. Maybe there was a scenario, a situation, a person, whatever it may be. There was something that caused you to lose your sense of power that you have within yourself. Now, this specific scenario, the specific person, or whatever it is, makes you feel powerless. It makes you feel like there's nothing you can do. Like it basically feels like you are at mercy to whatever this thing is in your life. Now, what this card indicates is that you need to not allow whatever it is externally in your life to have all this power over your inner emotional state. You need to grab hold of your inner emotional state and take back your sense of inner power. Now, the thing is, when you have extremely strong inner power and you have all this amazing inner power within yourself, no external circumstance, no external influence, no external person or what they say or what they do will influence you. But the thing is, when you're lacking inner power, all the things that go on around you influence you, and you in essence become a victim to your surroundings, and you become a victim to yourself, because your own thoughts basically lead you down a dark hole. So this basically just means that this is a time where you need to start working on your inner power again and just re-harnessing your inner power, taking your inner power back and not giving up the power that you have inside yourself, the strength that you have inside yourself to external things that are going on around you. Keep that power. You know who you are and you know how strong you are. Don't let these things affect you as much as it has been. Okay, and then I'm just gonna read the guidebook for you guys as well. Breaking free. Sometimes we feel trapped by outside circumstances. For instance, we believe that financial or family obligations compel us to accept an unsatisfactory job, or we're afraid to leave or fix an unhealthy relationship. Perhaps we feel that our family or spouse won't let us pursue life-enhancing activities, such as college classes or exercise programs. Then again, maybe we feel controlled by our addictions. The fairies say that when we're responsible for ourselves, we're more responsible for others. That is, when we are happy, our family, friends, children, and spouse enjoy being around us and are inspired by our strength and confidence. Pray for help in releasing your fears and in assisting you in breaking free. Bard's plan is that you be responsible while simultaneously feeling as free as the birds, angels, and fairies. Inner power. You have within you all the power of the universe. No one is more powerful than you. As a spiritually minded being, it is impossible for you to misuse or abuse your power. Your guides will bring you opportunities to use and expand your power in ways that bring great blessings to you and the world. Heaven needs the light workers in the world, including you, to realize and utilize their power. By drawing this card, you're being asked to release any fears you may have about being powerful. You're asked to keep your self-esteem high by honoring yourself, taking excellent care of your physical and emotional self, working on your dreams and aspirations, and spending time in prayer and meditation. The higher your level of self-esteem, the more confident you will be with your inner power. Okay, guys. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. If you guys did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you guys enjoyed my messages, if you related to anything I said, if it resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on what I said in this video. I've added the link to my social media and my Patreon to the link of this video. The description of this video. It's been a long stream. So if you want to follow me, check me out on social media. And if you want to become one of my Patreons, check out my Patreon packages. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really, really enjoyed reading for you guys. And I will be streaming every second Sunday from now on at 1 p.m. Not exactly sure what I'll be doing. I will obviously decide, as the time comes closer, what I will be doing in the stream. But from now on, every second Sunday, 1 p.m. SA time, South African time. I don't know what the time is wherever you guys are. You guys will just have to work it out. But yeah, that's when I will be streaming. So catch me then. And thank you so much for joining, guys. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.